Konnichiwa, everybody, and glad you made it back to this new video. I've been following the recent announcement of Soul Calibur 6 so far. It looks pretty solid, I must say. All the character announcements are good. This hands-on gameplay video that we got from this one big fighting game YouTuber seems pretty cool, and it looks also very awesome and colorful. So just an explosion of colors. But as I was watching all those videos, all those announcements, I couldn't get past the feeling that it's ripping off other fighting games. And I've seen this a lot these days, like Dragon Ball FighterZ, like Marvel Infinite, like Injustice. These games just ripping off one of each other. It's just so much shit on top of different shit that just makes me concerned. And I think this is the reason why people don't want to play fighting games anymore. People don't know what a fighting game really is, what defines a fighting game. People are losing their shit about Yoshimitsu in Soul Calibur, but he's been in the game since Soul Calibur 2. I don't think Soul Blade had him, no it didn't. I'm watching these announcements and I think, how many bars can one fighting game handle? I mean, those special bars that you have to accumulate before you can shoot off your special or finisher. It's not the first time we have something like this in a Soul Calibur game. I think they were in since Soul Calibur 4, but there they were handled differently. Like, if you shoot off your special, you pretty much won the match already, because you have to knock off armor of your opponent. And it's just a cool way to cement your victory and make it clear who has the bigger balls. And then I continue watching, and we have a character like Grow, who looks pretty dope at first glance. Immediately after I saw him, I knew he can separate those swords. And this kind of thing has been done in Injustice already. Nightwing had this. He can switch between his batanas and his stick on the fly. And these bars, these energy bars, the only thing that's missing from Soul Calibur right now is this wager matches that you just shoot off, and the one who has more bars wins pretty much the clash. Fighting games these days don't require skill anymore. Nobody wants to play Tekken 7 because of those special, those innovations they call, which is pretty much just ripping off 2D fighters. Me and my friends, we play Tekken 6. Nobody wants to play Marvel Infinite with anymore, or Dragon Ball Fighters, because if you pick 3 characters, it's not about those 3 separate characters anymore, no. It's about 3 characters melting into one. If I pick Spider-Man in a Marvel game, I want to play Spider-Man, not a Frankenstein monster out of Spider-Man, the Winter Soldier, and Nemesis. No. I want to play those characters individually, because if you play 3 characters at once, it's just RNG. And who hits first wins. And all these games are basically ripping off Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue. And those games done it right. Maybe it's time to go back to them, for me at least. The guest characters in Soul Calibur 6, I think Geralt is a great choice, because I didn't have any problems with the guest characters in Soul Calibur. If it's Heihachi, Spawn, Ezio, or the Star Wars characters in Soul Calibur 4, no problem, because they are handled so good. They fit the narrative so good, and I never had any problem with those, and all of my friends love those guest characters. And at the same moment, I think those people who made these guest characters, Heihachi in Soul Calibur 2, that had no weapon, no reach at all, fits in so good in this game. And they fuck up Noctis in Tekken 7 so much. Or make Fireball characters in Tekken 7. I see Kilik in the new Soul Calibur, and I think to myself, he's just a ripoff of Evil Ryu from Street Fighter 4 with his alternate costume. And I know this is the internet and videos on never happened. Here it is. Just look at it. Look at this character. Look at how he moves, how his hair moves, how he behaves, his stance and everything, his finisher. And I don't have this legendary Super Saiyan Kilik, the Psycho Kilik, or whatever his name's gonna be, gameplay footage. But I linked the video in the description so you can check it out for yourself from this one big fighting game YouTuber, of course. And every time a new fighting game comes out, I think to myself, there are so many good fighting games you could rip off that nobody talks about anymore. Such innovative ideas you could do, new mechanics that you could come up yourself, partners, special items, summons, whatever it's gonna be. Make something new. Don't just rip off the easiest fighting game to make. I like my Injustice, I like my Mortal Kombat, but there's only so much space in my collection for the same fighter. If I want to play Tekken, I want to play Tekken. If I play Soul Calibur, I just want that. I don't want pieces, flavors of different games in one game. No, I want one solid fighter. And what concerns me even more is the fact that these fighters come off unfinished. You get 20 characters, which sounds much at the start, but consider that you have to buy new characters. Most of them are free unlocks when you play the game for like 1,000,000 hours or so, and you're gonna buy them anyway. You pay $60, you get 20 characters, and the game is treated like a platform, which is okay if it's a game like Killer Instinct, when the game is $20 and every season costs an additional $20. At this point, my Killer Instinct copy cost me $60 because I bought the characters on sale or the seasons on sale, and I have no problem with that, buying skins and all the microtransactions, because the original game was so cheap. But Tekken 7 showed they give you a $60 game and a $25, excuse me, season pass on top of it, with characters that just break the game. Those rage arts, those rage drives, if you watch my channel, you know how I think about them. They just don't belong in this kind of game. Innovation, okay. Ripping off, absolutely not. Maybe really it's time to get back to a real fighter. And let it be Guilty Gear or let it be BlazBlue. For me at least. Because Soul Calibur, for the nostalgia, I'm definitely gonna buy it. Definitely gonna play it, but how long and with whom? Because I want my friends sitting at my couch, beating the living shit out of each other in the new Soul Calibur game. But as soon as they see what's happening, how much shenanigans there are in there, they'll be immediately turned off. Let me know what you think about the new Soul Calibur in the comments. Hope you have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.